Broadcasting on 106.2 FM and online.
Good afternoon and welcome to Keep Women Talking, a show from Peterborough Women's Aid. My name is Mandy, I'm your host and I'm joined by my co-host Sue. Sue, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm really good. Sue walked up Mount Snowdon.
I did last weekend.
How was it?
Hard work.
So
really hard work.
Is it like a proper mountain? Because I've never been
yes,
there.
it's a proper mountain. You haven't got concrete or tarmacked paths on the way up. Some bits are really steep as well.
So it's literally like a mountain, as in mountain climbing boots.
Yeah. Yes.
Off you go type
Off
thing.
you go. Yeah, and there's obviously a path. There's a number of different paths that go up. Some are harder than others. We went up the easiest path. But yeah, it was pretty hard. And like in some places, it's really steep and covered in slate.
Oh.
And then there's big rocks and that
Wow.
at times.
How long did it take?
It took us, I think, nearly 3 hours to get up, about 2 3/4 hours to get up.
Wow.
Quicker coming down.
What did you do when you got to the top?
We had a photograph taken.
Nice.
And went to the toilet. Because there's no toilets all the way up. Unless you want to, go and crouch behind a rock or something.
Wow. What an
But it was
achievement.
so busy up there.
Was it?
There was so many people at the top. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
But I'm so glad that I walked down as well, because when we were walking up, it was quite misty.
Right.
So you couldn't really see and appreciate.
Yeah.
But coming down, it had all lifted.
Oh, lovely.
And the views were just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Although it was quite treacherous on the way down in places, because it was quite steep. I think there was quite a group of us, and I think everyone slipped, all fell over at some point.
Okay.
My friend was very graceful at one point. She slipped on a rock and then literally just sat down on top of the rock really gracefully.
Well, that's really cool. I'd love to go up Snowdon.
Yeah.
Is that got you the bug of? Is it the Three Peaks Challenge?
There is a Three Peaks challenge, yes, but I don't know whether I could do, because you're meant to do them within 24 hours.
Yes. Yeah.
But it was hard work. And coming down, I found hurt more.
Yes.
I think because it puts so much strain on your joints. And I think particularly we climbed up on the Saturday. The Monday afterwards, my calves were agony. I mean, we drove back on the Sunday, and me and my friend were sharing the drive-in, and we got out at some services, and we literally looked at each other and went, ow, because we'd been sat in the car for sort of like 2.5 hours and got out.
I remember that once when I did the Manchester Marathon, driving home, we stopped because I had this really big craze for a Burger King. And we stopped. I couldn't get my legs out of the car.
Yeah.
I was completely stiff. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
what an exciting thing to do.
Yeah, it was great. I think I'm
Yeah.
still recovering from it, to be fair. And it's been a busy old week at work as well.
It has been really busy. So we have got a jam-packed show for you today. We are speaking to Vicky from Steel Bones, who runs an amputee charity. We are also going to be talking about the pressures of being a woman and beauty.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, which leads us to our question of the week, which is, what is your favourite beauty product?
See, there's two things that I can't live without. Moisturiser and lip balm.
Oh, I like that. Moisturiser and lip balm. See, I don't know what mine are, because I always have...
There's too many, isn't there?
There's too many. I always have fake eyelashes on, always.
Oh, you do,
I
don't
do,
you?
yeah. Because not like massively long ones, but because my eyelashes are just short and stubby and horrible. But I also enjoy a dry shampoo.
Oh, see, I've never used
You've
dry
never
shampoo.
used it? It's kind of revolutionary, especially when you've got like a busy life and you don't have time to wash your hair every day and style it and whatever. Little bit of dry shampoo, as I've got on at the moment, just shove it up. There we go.
And
doesn't look as greasy.
I imagine it's quite good, because I've got a friend, and it's funny, we were talking the other day, who I go to the gym with, and I will sort of wash my hair at the gym and blast dry it, because it's literally done in 10 minutes.
Yes.
And she's like, how do you do that? My hair takes an hour to dry because it's so thick.
Yes.
So I can appreciate it from that point of view.
Yeah.
Is that for me, it's really quick and easy to wash and dry my hair. But if you've got any thickness to it or it needs styling.
Exactly. So, question of the week. What is your favourite beauty product? You can call us and let us know on 01733 602 133, or you can text in 074 119 062. And we're not just talking to women here, are we?
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
we've got 2 producers in the office today, and I'm wondering what their favourite beauty product is.
Yeah, the male market is growing all the time.
I tell you what, we had my eldest back from uni for the summer. There's products everywhere. You know, there's what only can be described as talc that you put on your hair these days. I can't remember what it's called.
You've lost me
Powder,
already.
hair powder.
Hair powder?
Hair powder.
Is that like a wax or
it's like I
gel?
don't know what it
It's
does.
obviously not a gel, but something along those
We've
lines.
got hair powder, we've got moisturiser, we've got spot thingy-jigs.
Yeah.
We've got...
But I think it's really good as well that they're realising that, you know, men need to take care of their skin as much as what women do.
Exactly. I love it. So we have got today, so we're going to do an interview in a little bit with Vicky from Steel Bones. We're then talking about beauty. We then have our first child on the show. Don't know how this is going to go. So we'll just go with it. And
Yeah,
he's
it'll
going to
be
be
fun.
talking about fundraising, isn't he, for
Yes.
Peterborough Women's Aid. And then if we've got time, we are going to be talking about motherhood.
Another big topic.
And a huge topic. So before we do our first interview, let's talk about what's been happening at PWA. It's been really busy, hasn't it? And we're still running our groups.
We are. They're still
Yeah.
going ahead. On a Tuesday and Friday in Peterborough, the Women Warriors groups from 10:30 until 12.
Yep.
The Friday has a bit more of a arts and craft twist to it. And then on a Thursday morning, we are in Wisbeach. And a Thursday afternoon, we are in March.
Yep. And they're all going really, really well. One thing I wanted to just highlight is that I feel that Peterborough Police must listen to this show.
I think you're right, because we've talked about this quite a lot, haven't we? They put a post out this week,
They
didn't
did.
they, with a survey about female runners.
Yes. So if you go, actually, you can go on the PWA Facebook because we shared it. The police are doing a survey about how safe do you feel being a female runner in Peterborough, and are there any areas of Peterborough that are like completely no-go for you? So this is an issue that Sue and I have talked about a lot, about safety, especially when you're running in the evening. So do go on our Facebook page and fill in the survey, because it feels like they're
listening.
They've listened to us, Sue. Me and
I
you,
know.
we've campaigned.
But you've talked before, haven't you, about only wearing one ear pod,
Yes, yep,
being very cautious about where you go, when you go,
yeah,
and being almost hyper vigilant of your environment when you are running.
yeah, definitely.
And it's interesting because I've recently started running very, very casually with a group of women friends. And we were running the other week and we were talking about, when the nights pull in and what we're going to do. And we're like, okay, so we're okay as long as we run in a group. We'll be all right. We'll all stick together. We'll have sort of torches with us and all of that. So
and
we can
it's
see.
just, it's disappointing, isn't it, that you have to plan these things. But it is what it is. And hopefully the police are taking our concerns seriously and going to start putting
It'll be
things
interesting
in
to
place.
see what all the information is that comes out from the survey.
Definitely. Some other bits to highlight is we have some vacancies at
We
Peterborough
do.
Women's Aid, don't we?
We do. We've got some adverts out at the moment.
We
Some
have.
job vacancies.
And they are available on our website.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to move or wants to move
Move
jobs, move jobs, or wants to start a career in the domestic abuse sector, please do look at our website, because we really like to empower women. We've got some of our colleagues that work for us now that have kind of come straight out of uni, and
That's
they've always
right.
wanted to work in the sector. So please do have a look at our website, because we have some vacancies on there.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And linking in with the running,
Yes.
We have the Great Eastern Run, which is not a million miles away now.
Oh, my goodness. The Great Eastern Run is on the 11th of October.
It is. Mandy is dressing as a hot dog.
I am. I'm going to be dressed as a hot dog. Please sponsor me if you're listening to this, because it's awful. It's ridiculous.
She was wearing it when we were on air 2 weeks ago. If you watch on the YouTube channel, you will have seen Mandy in her hot dog outfit.
Yes, she will.
Looking stunning.
Yes. So
you can't wait to wear it, can you?
I can't. Oh, yeah. I have started.
You'll be fine if it's chilly.
I mean, I'm going to be really warm, really warm. Let's just hope it's not really hot like it has been.
Indeed.
But I am trying to raise money. I do this every year. A little bit of fun, but also to raise awareness about PWA. My target is £500. I'm only on about 120, so I really do need some sponsorship.
A few extra sponsors
please.
Would be nice.
Yes. Okay.
And if anyone wants to run with you, they are more than
welcome. It's a half marathon.
It is.
Okay, so we are going to welcome our first guest today, and we are going to be talking to Vicky from Steel Bones. So, good morning, Vicky.
Oh, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, very well. Thanks so much for coming on the show, Vicky. And you're calling from Steel Bones. I would love to know all about your charity.
Oh, fabulous. My family and I set up the charity 10 years ago. Well, 11 years ago now. My husband is an amputee, and we live in Cambridgeshire. And we just really struggled to find the support for our family that we needed. So we decided to set up a Facebook group, thanks to a lovely lady who we were working with at Carers Trust. And it grew from there, really. Now we serve 60 people to join the group straight off. And we now serve over 2,000 people across the country. A third of those are in Cambridgeshire and Peterborough. We have a weekly fitness club in Peterborough that runs, and we work with the local integrated care board to reduce health inequalities, really. So, yeah, our mission is to ensure that every single amputee is aware of the support that we provide to families practically, but also the peer support that is so crucial in overcoming the trauma of amputation.
Wow, so this all started because of your own personal experiences. So
That's right,
tell me,
yeah, my husband... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, just tell me, Vicky, how, obviously you've said your husband is an amputee. How did it affect you, I suppose, and your family?
I was finishing my degree at the time, and my husband was about 25, so we didn't have children then, but we were also told that he might not be able to have children because of the impact of the surgery, that not just the amputation, there are a lot of different complications. So, to be honest, at that young age, you don't really, well, we knew we wanted children, but we sort of just wanted him to be alive and well at the time, obviously. I would say because my husband was so young and we both loved clubbing and partying, it really impacted in that he was very poorly with it. So he's had to have a lot of amputation, a lot of different operations since. And I suppose he was very stoical, as British people can be, and anyone going through those sorts of situations I find are the most stoical people. And he just put a brave face on it and was like, yeah, come on, we'll just carry on. But in a way, that was the worst thing that he could do mentally too, because it meant that he ignored and didn't really fully accept it, that he was different. It was only when my son went to school, you live in this bubble, don't you? You live in anyone who's got a lifelong condition, you know what I mean. You live in this bubble where you just keep going, you put a brave face on, and you try to be as normal as possible. And it was only when my son went to school and the children asked him, when was his daddy's leg going to grow back, or why does his daddy not run as quick as the other daddies? And these are 4 or 5 year old children, not meaning anything by it, but being inquisitive. And we didn't have the answers for my son. We just realised we had not fully accepted. I wouldn't even say fully accepted. We were just living our own life in the best way that we could, really. But when school came into it and the wider public, then we needed just to arm him with the best confidence and tools possible. But his dad has been extremely poor. He's had like an operation every year, and that then culminated in a very, very bad mental health breakdown about 3 years ago, which the crisis team at CPFT helped us with extraordinarily. And he, quite frankly, was ready to, give up on things entirely because he felt he was such a burden to the family, which of course he absolutely is nowhere near that. We absolutely adore him to pieces. But that is the true, the true and real impact of it. It is a roller coaster start, the 1 minute when you're thinking, oh, everything's great, yeah, it's brilliant, you're then brought back down to earth because something, there's bone spurs that need reducing in his little leg. There's neuromas where the nerves try to rebuild because the body is so clever. And then there's infections. Not every amputee is like that. In fact, it's a minority, unfortunately. However, that had significant impact. And I don't think that was anything to do with the amputation. It was just recurring problems of health issues. And anyone who has lived through ongoing health difficulties will understand what I mean.
So, Vicky, he sounds like a really, really brave man, and the fact that something positive has come of this, you now have steel bones. Yeah. I think when you talk about amputeeism, people come to mind, people being blown up in the war, don't they? That's like the first thing people think. But because I know I'm speaking to you today, I've looked a bit more into it, and that's just not it, is it? That's not the only kind of cause. When you look at like the increase in diabetes, you look at road traffic accidents and that kind of thing. So there is a bit of an incorrect stereotype around it, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think there definitely is. And there are now over 12,000 major amputations every year. There only used to be 5,000 before COVID. Mainly because the surgeons are becoming much more clever, and the age of the amputees is reducing quite significantly. So there's a number of young amputees. My husband had club feet before they had and I can never remember the solution they found for it now. I want to say Talipes. Someone else far more knowledgeable listening will be shouting at the radio now, but there's a special thing that they do to help club feet correct it. But my husband was a 1980s baby, and so there's many of the people who were born club feet then. He had both club feet at 90 degrees angle, and Great Ormond Street did a wonderful job to try and save them, but it has left, he will lose the other leg at some point, but he will be so much more prepared and the last time when it was done in such a shock. And I think there is a huge stigma, but stereotype is exactly the right word, that it is poor lifestyles or this or that. And quite frankly, I would say the amount of people that we work with who have just driven to work on I know a number of people, and all of a sudden end up in an accident, and so they've lost their legs, they wake up, they've had sepsis, which can happen to, as we saw with COVID, the fittest of people, but also the people with the longest health conditions. So it's a variety of reasons. And also, the surgeons are becoming so much more clever now, so they know that they can really reduce sepsis spreading. If sepsis is as serious as this, I have to say that, because please don't think you get sepsis and then all of a sudden you lose all your limbs. That's not the case. These are very severe cases, but they are learning how they can save people's lives, which is extraordinary. I think what we're not quite so good at is our NHS, and God love them, they're just amazing. All of the professionals working with amputees in the NHS, but they haven't got the resources, as with any NHS service right now, so I know we're not a one-off, but the resources to match the increase in numbers. And I think that's been the case. That is the case across the board for all of them.
Yeah, I mean, we hear that a lot, don't we? That there's an increase in demand, but not an increase in the money, I suppose.
Yeah.
So tell us about what kind of activities you do in your community groups.
Okay, so particularly in Peterborough, we have a weekly fitness club, which is run by the amazing Dan at Next Level Barbell Gym in Yaxley. And he is really our superstar. This is funded by the Health Board as well, God love him. And he really he's been putting people through their paces for a long time. They absolutely love it. He's actually founded a new piece of equipment, inclusion as well, which is amazing. So we have that. And then we have an incredible volunteer, Leslie, who helps him with lots of other things, but predominantly he serves as a local ambassador for Peterborough. And he hosts a monthly meet-up in Dobbies.
Oh, lovely.
So, yeah, there's for everyone, and that's kind of how we run our hubs. We're a national charity, but we believe very much in these local hubs, because if we don't have eyes and ears on the ground, we don't really know what's going on for the reality of those. We do, particularly in Cambridgeshire and Peterborough, because it's very close to our hearts, but in other areas as we grow, that the model that we've built up working with the Health Board has really enabled us to launch in other areas to ensure that every local amputee has what they need. So yeah, those are the key things, but there's lots of other things. We're off to the beach on Friday in Lincolnshire. All of our events are free as well, I have to say that, because that was a key issue for me and my husband. They wanted £10, one group wanted £10 for us to join them. We did not have £10, and if we had £10, that was going on the food shop. You know, it was not, we are absolutely committed to providing a fully inclusive service to those amputees who are in desperate need. And I think there are a number who have been lost through the system, through exhaustion, through pain, through giving up hope. And we're here to help them get what they need to thrive.
That's really interesting and amazing stuff that you're doing. I wanted to ask you, Vicky, we're running a little bit short on time. I want to ask, because we are Women's Aid and we are a women's kind of empowerment, I suppose.
Yes.
You are a female leader working in the charity sector. What have you had any challenges as a woman, and what do you think you bring to the role that maybe men wouldn't do?
Gosh, what a great question. I absolutely love that. I actually run a founders group, and they're all women on there. It just runs online, bringing founders across the country. So this is outside Steel Bones, obviously, but mainly because I really felt I needed it. I think the challenges I've faced, I hate to say this, but there is still a lot of misogyny out there.
Yep.
There's a lot of, how can you be so busy? You're just a charity. You know, I get a lot of that, and I'm like, what? Have you, every small charity needs to be busy, or what's the point of you, So I get a lot of that, and a lot of, but it's also, I don't know if people, I find it's more, what's the word? It's not so explicit nowadays.
Not so
but
obvious,
it's almost,
or it's hidden. What's the word?
Yes, exactly. I think it almost makes it worse, because you don't sometimes at the time, like, you're just like, oh yeah, like, and again, you just carry on, don't you? Because that's what we do. Yes. Why wouldn't you? Like, the job needs doing. But the amount of women I know that are not paid as much as they should be, or as the same as a man, is shocking. But I think as well, what we're able to do, being a woman, is I get that very, very, I've worked in London in the arts sector as well, which was very different to the corporate sector, but I worked with a lot of different corporates there, which was just, quite frankly, hideous. And I would never want to, good luck to anyone who is, but wow, that's a whole different ball game in there.
Yeah.
And I think I do completely get that, and I respect it, because each sector to its own, each sector makes our world go round. But I think all we can keep doing is just sticking together, hence why I made the founders group.
Yes.
Sticking together, being together, and having conversations like this, just to remember, and trying our best to call it out. I know sometimes you just can't because you're waiting on money or whatever it is, but just sticking together, trying our best to fight it, or just remind people very, very gently that, this is an equality environment,
Yes.
inclusive. For example, my employees this summer, they are all women actually. I haven't managed to employ a man yet. I did, and it didn't go so well, but I've got nothing against employing men, but I'm really quite proud of the fact that we've got all women, and they are empathetic they get it, but we're also very understanding of each other's and the balance of childcare, working, as well as life, work-life balance. So,
well,
I think
Vicky,
we're very aware of it, but the men I work with are not so much. The other colleagues,
Vicky, we're running out of time because we're going to go to an ad break, but thank you so much for joining us today. If anyone needs support, your website is amazing. I went on it earlier. So
lovely.
they can reach out through that, and just thank you so much, and good luck with your charity going forward.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.
Craving top quality fried and grilled chicken without the high price tag? At Sam's, we make every bite unforgettable. From juicy chicken to mouth-watering burgers, taste why we're the best in town. Visit us at our brand new restaurant at 33 Westgate in the city centre, or our second spot on Lincoln Road. Prefer delivery? We're on Just Eat, Uber Eats and Deliveroo. Sam's, serving up amazing chicken across the UK for over 30 years.
Every successful business starts with a single step: the courage to begin. At the Progressive Business Network, we believe your idea could change your life. Each month, we bring dreamers and doers together to inspire, to share, and to spark action. Your time is now. Join the Progressive Business Network. Visit progressivebusinessnetwork.co.uk today. Progressive Business Network, where ambition meets opportunity.
Thinking about opening a takeaway or growing your food business? Speak to Isaac Wholesale in Peterborough. We work with restaurants, takeaways and QSR brands across the UK, supporting them with supply, delivery, branded packaging and growth support. Our dedicated customer growth partners work closely with you, understanding your business and your goals. From first store to multi-site growth, Isaac Wholesale works as an extension of your business, helping you grow with confidence.
Ayada Care Limited provide quality and compassionate care at home support services, respecting the cultural, linguistic and religious backgrounds of those we care for. We find out exactly what our clients need, then match our trained Ayada staff to meet their personalised yet affordable care plans, promoting independence and mental health well-being. Call 01733 666 801 to speak with registered manager Iqbal Manji, or visit ayadacare.co.uk for details. At Masters Pharmacy, we put your health and convenience first. We offer free blood pressure checks and blister-packed medication. With our free same-day prescription delivery service, you can have your medication when you need it. We also offer travel vaccinations, including Hajj and Umrah, along with other services to meet all your pharmacy needs. For more information, contact Masters Pharmacy on 01733 567 208 or visit us at 303 Lincoln Road, PE1 2PH.
What do children at Bright Bambini Montessori Nursery say about us?
I love my teachers and friends.
At Bright Bambini Montessori, we sprinkle confidence, independence, and stir the love of learning. From 18 months to 5 years, free funded places available.
Come join in the fun.
Call Bright Bambini Montessori on Peterborough 306565 or visit bbmc.uk.
You're listening to Peterborough's community radio, Salam Radio. Salam Radio. 106.2 FM.
Good afternoon and welcome to Keep Women Talking, a show from Peterborough Women's Aid. If you've just joined us, you've missed a fantastic first half, so you need to rewind on YouTube. We were talking to Vicky from Steel Bones, who is a local amputee charity, and she was talking about all of the issues amputees face and how they can access help through her charity. So you can do that by going on the Steel Bones charity, and it says everything that they do in the Cambridgeshire community. So we've got our question of the week this week, haven't we, Sue?
We have, all about beauty products and your favourite beauty products and what you can't do without.
And we've had some answers. Some people have contacted us. So Joe has said sleep.
Sleep.
Which I think is actually, wow.
Absolutely paramount.
Yeah.
People really need sleep.
I've got a new Apple Watch and it tells me how much sleep I've had. And I'm a little bit addicted to it. But when it says, like, you only had 5 hours last night, I'm like, oh, how am I going to survive the day?
You get a bit obsessed by it,
yeah,
don't you?
do. You do.
And I've got it on mine.
Yeah. Have we had any other responses?
We have. Gina loves her cleanser and moisturiser and cannot do without it.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, definitely. And something else called Weleda.
Don't know what Weleda is.
W-E-L-E-D-A. I've never heard of it.
Well, maybe we need to try that.
But apparently it's skin food.
Oh, lovely. So we are joined by our second guest today, and we were talking earlier about running the Great Eastern Run and how I'm going to do the half marathon dressed as a hot dog. We are joined by George. Hello, George.
Hello.
George, how old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11, and you're running the Great Eastern 5K this year, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
And how many times have you run it before?
3.
3 times. And what's your best time?
22 minutes.
22 minutes?
Wow.
Wow.
That's really quick.
That is really fast, isn't it?
And you've run it in the past for Peterborough Women's Aid, haven't you?
Yeah.
And what made you decide to want to do that?
I just wanted to help people that need helping.
Well, that's very kind of you. And I think over the few years, you've raised about £400, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So if there are any young people listening out there, why would you tell them to run the 5K race?
Mostly the reason I run it might not be the same for other people, but it's because I kind of feel sorry for people that don't have the same things as I might have when I grow up. For example, it's like other kids my age might not have a PlayStation or a phone to talk with their friends on, or like a safe environment or some place to be. So I just want to make it so everyone can be happy, to be honest.
And do you enjoy the running element?
Yeah, I really like running.
So that helps as well.
What's it like when you cross the finish line?
It's absolutely amazing because you've at the Great Eastern, like many other 5K runs, there's at the end there's people cheering people on, and it just feels amazing because you've done something for someone, and that you've also done something for yourself.
Yeah, it's a huge personal achievement as well.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, George. Hopefully that will encourage more young people to run the Great Eastern and raise some money for us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, George. And you don't have to run either. You can walk, skip, hop and dance if you really want to, all the way around.
You can, and I think I haven't done that much training this year, so I think I might be a combination of running and walking as a hot dog. But as long as we raise a lot of money.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people, isn't there, that do it for charity and as well as
there's
their own personal achievement.
There's loads of charities that are running out there, that are getting people to run for them. So, that was George. So, Sue, let's talk about beauty.
Yeah, so one of the things that probably goes back years is that as a man gets older, they become distinguished. They have there's the grey hair comes through, they might be called a silver fox.
Ooh,
and it's very
they
different
might.
for women. As a woman, I dye my hair quite regularly to hide the grey.
I don't.
My hair's a lot darker than yours. and I think it's something we have to question is whether are women choosing to look younger because they genuinely want to,
Mm-hmm.
or is it because society has taught them that ageing is almost like a negative thing and comes with penalties?
Yeah. I mean, you're right about the whole silver fox thing, aren't you? If you think of the Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan, who else? There's one other one. I can't remember his name. But, as men get older, they are more regarded as kind of more handsome and alluring.
A lot of the time, aren't they?
Because they're kind of getting older and, like you say. Whereas for women, it's the complete opposite, isn't it?
It is, and very often women are talked down because they appear to be ageing and the grey hair's coming through, and obviously naturally you get wrinkles and smile lines.
They're smile lines, aren't they?
Yes.
So, and tell me some facts about... So, cosmetic surgery is a thing, isn't it?
It is. And it's a huge thing.
Yes.
And strangely enough, it's predominantly women. So 93.5% of cosmetic surgical procedures in the UK were performed on women.
And when we say cosmetic procedures, what kind of stuff are we talking?
So this can include things like eyelid surgery, face and neck lifts, brow lifts, those sort of things. This isn't including Botox and things like that.
So this is actually like
this is actual surgery, yes.
What is an eyelid?
Eyelid surgery, it's where you lift the upper lid, I believe. I'm no expert, but that's what I believe it is.
Wow.
And that, but 93.5% are women patients.
Yeah.
And that's gone up. That statistic was from 2024, and it was up 5% from 2023 in the total number of procedures in the UK.
So cosmetic procedures are definitely rising for women, but I suppose the question is why, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And even Botox, for example, in total there was 38 million surgical and non-surgical aesthetic procedures, and 6.62 of those were Botox.
Wow.
I mean, that's a massive number, isn't it?
That is a massive number.
And I've known people that have had Botox injections from a really young age as well.
Well, they say if Botox is going to work, you need to start having it in your 30s.
Really?
Yes. To stop any wrinkles.
But then it's almost given a fake image of yourself.
It is. If you're doing it that young, where you don't have any wrinkles or anything like that.
And then the financial implications of that as well. If you start at that age, I imagine, I don't know, once you start, I imagine it's something that you have to continue, almost forever.
Yeah, or your face just goes back to normal. I don't think it gets any worse, but it just goes back to how it would be naturally if you don't keep the treatments going.
Yeah, and we've talked previously about the pressures on young people.
Yes.
We're talking under 25s via social media, the media in general, and TV, films, and all the rest of it.
Because then you look at, I don't know, for example, Love Island, and if you watch Love Island, I follow some of the people on Instagram. Quite often there'll be photos of before they went on Love Island, and then when they went on Love Island, and they look really different. So before they've gone on Love Island, they've had lip filler, eyebrows, whatever, eyelashes. So, not implants, filler as in Botox filler.
Yes.
And they look completely different. But And I'm not saying that's wrong, because everyone can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, it's personal choice at
but
the end of the day.
do those people feel pressured because they're going to now be in the public domain that they have to look a certain way?
We know how scathing the public can be.
Yes.
You know, trolling's been in the news previously.
Yes.
And they pick up for any reason whatsoever. So are they doing it to try to prevent that and prevent that trolling? Because that has a massive impact on them as a person, on their mental health, their well-being, as well as their family and friends.
Yeah.
So is it a preventative thing? And then why do people feel that pressure to look a certain way?
Yeah. It's weird though, isn't it, as a woman, because you often, like I used to have hair extensions in, and I loved them. My hair was so lovely and long. And I've said to you before, my eyelashes aren't my own eyelashes, so I have fake eyelashes. And my partner will say to me, I don't know why you do all this stuff, because I think you look lovely without your hair extensions and without your eyelashes. But so it's nothing, for me personally, it's nothing to do with wanting to look good for somebody. Yeah. It's about, this is how I like and want to look. I'm not doing it to impress anybody. I'm doing it because I want to look a certain way.
Yeah. So you're doing it for you rather than doing it for someone else or for people around you.
Yeah. But I think, you know, I'm 50 next year. That's my choice to do that. But I do wonder, like we've said, for younger people, it's the pressure of doing it from all the influences in society of making themselves look a particular way, when actually if there wasn't that pressure, would they not? Would they not do that?
Choose not to have it done?
Yeah.
That's it. And I think looking at the statistics, it's gradually creeping into the older generations as well. So this is talking about women aged 40 to 73 were beginning to feel the pressure from social media, and that they should look a certain way around body image, around beauty ideals, and there's this strong desire for looking youthful.
Yeah. But I think, and again, I think this does go back to like the world that we live in, doesn't it? Because I think we grew up in the era of Spice Girls, Jennifer Aniston,
Girls Aloud,
all of those people. And they're probably, I think they are the same age as us, because Posh Spice was 50 not long ago.
They probably are around the same sort of age. Yeah.
Now, none of them look 50.
No.
They don't look like me and you, do they?
Thanks.
So there must be, you know, people that we grew up with, people that we kind of looked on and idolised and was like, oh, I want to be like that person. They've suddenly stopped ageing. We've carried on ageing.
And again, is that because they feel they have to conform to a certain way?
Yeah.
That society feels that they should look.
Yeah.
It's a strange thought, isn't it? And social media didn't invent women's fear of ageing. It's always been there.
Yeah.
But has it added additional pressures, and has it made it impossible to escape from that being thrown in your face constantly?
Yeah. I mean, you never get a woman say, oh, I'm trying to look older, do you?
No.
You know, you're always constantly...
Unless you're 16, 17, and then you want to go out for the evening.
But it's... there's always this drive to kind of look younger, isn't there?
Mm.
And I also think that... It's not just beauty, is it? It's kind of the way you dress and everything like that as well.
Yeah.
Are older women dressing younger?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. And I think this depends on the individual. It depends on whether you've got children, what age your children are, and the influences that you've got around you can definitely have an impact.
Yeah, I do. Because some of the mums that I know that have got kids my age, they're really cool. Mm. You know, they've dressed really cool. And I think, oh, I wish I looked like that.
You are really cool, Mandy.
I'm not very cool at all.
But I think, like you say, society as a whole, even though, you know, we're around the 50 mark, it's not the same as it probably was 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, 50 is relatively young now.
50 is super young.
compared to, you know, when you think about the longevity of life.
Yes. Yep.
Now and that as well.
Yep.
And that 50 is relatively young.
Yeah. Give us some. We've got some stats here, so about double standards. That's really interesting.
We have. So one of the things to think about is, why does a man often become more attractive or authoritative with age, while a woman is often expected to disguise it?
Mm-hmm.
So again, me dyeing my hair.
Yes.
Which I choose to do.
Yeah.
And that because I prefer it being dark. And I think because it is unevenly grey as well. I think personally my hair looks better without the grey in it.
Yeah. I mean, my hair's as dark as your hair in real life if I didn't dye it so much.
And we talked about media representation, and interestingly enough, there was an analysis of film and television, and it found that people over the age of 50 were underrepresented, and older women in particular very rarely appear. And there's been, in the 30 highest grossing films which were studied, no female character over the age of 50 was in a leading role, compared with, for example, 2 male characters who were both 50 plus. It's interesting, isn't it?
It's like women are being put out to pasture.
It is.
Isn't it? When they hit 50.
Yeah.
No wonder everyone wants to look younger, because it's people. What we're saying is, because women are aging, and maybe society thinks that when women get older, that's it for them. The opportunities are getting fewer and fewer. Whereas when men get older, actually there's this lovely...
There is a role for them.
Yeah.
And
Let's embrace,
opportunities
yeah.
for them.
But you're right. So if you think about... I'm just thinking about movies that I've watched or whatever, and the main characters that are men are older men. I mean, you look at James Bond.
Yep. And then Tom Cruise came into my head as well. I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan. You know, remembering watching him as a child.
Yeah.
And he's still doing these amazing adventurous films now, and does quite a lot of his own stunts. And he's applauded for that.
And he's in his 60s,
Yeah.
Tom Cruise, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of likewise of a woman. Sorry, I've
Helen
just been
Mirren.
told by my producer that I'm not on the screen. I'm getting so involved in this conversation.
You're shuffling around. Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren.
Really good role model, I believe. Has taken some lead roles.
She has, yep.
But can you think of any others?
What I can think of, which was in the Sunday papers, it's a bit of a change of topic, but it's not really. Susanna Reid, who does BBC News.
The breakfast TV,
Yep.
yeah.
So she went to Ibiza and went to all of the top, clubby clubs.
Oh, right, the nightclubs,
And
yeah.
there was pictures of her kind of dancing in a bikini top and like a sarong thing and whatever. She was getting absolutely attacked by certain Sunday papers that she was too old to be doing that. And not only was she too old to be clubbing in Ibiza, she should be mindful of what she's putting out there on her Instagram and stuff. Basically saying...
As in she's too old to wear a
wearing
bikini and to be dancing and
Yes.
enjoying herself.
Yes. Now, if that had been a man, I
Yeah.
don't think that would have happened.
No. If a man had walked out there in a tight pair of shorts...
Yeah.
Would he have got the same response?
Exactly.
I very much doubt it.
Yeah. So there is a lot about women getting older and the negativity, I suppose, that comes with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's also...
And is this part of the thing that society is causing women to fear getting old, and they don't want to get old because of the implications that are being fed to them through the media?
Because there's also, Sue, when you think about... So we talk about women getting old. When women get old, there's all the biological changes. There's going through the menopause. There's not being able to have children anymore. So, as humans, that's a process, isn't it?
Yes.
You can't, however much you fill your face with Botox, you're still going to go through
you
menopause.
can't stop that from happening. Absolutely, that's going to happen
So
no matter what.
It's a natural
process in a female's life.
Yeah,
definitely.
However,
sorry.
you then look at it as like, is this liberation for women? That there are so many things available to them now, because women have this desire to feel younger, to look younger, whether or not it's through social media or whether or not it's personally they want to do that for themselves. Actually, their needs are now being met because there are loads of stuff out there that can help you to look younger and look more beautiful.
And this empowering women to be able to make those choices.
Yeah.
And to, feel who they want to be. They can be the person they want to be.
Yeah. So it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because I find, dyeing my hair, eyelashes, blah, 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 I find that more empowering because that's the way I want to look than actually I'm struggling with my age. Because if you were struggling with your age, we wouldn't talk about the fact that we're 50 all of the time. Not that we're struggling with our age.
But it's also not something that we're ashamed of talking about.
No, exactly. Exactly.
There's lots of benefits to being that age.
Yeah.
And that as well.
Yeah.
That comes with it. So if going back to talking about and how we would describe people, if you had a woman and a man who were the same age,
yes,
both had greying hair, wrinkles, no makeup, how would they be described, do you think? So we talked about a man being described as a silver fox, as being distinguished, aging gracefully and becoming more handsome almost as they get older. What would the same be said for women?
Probably not.
No. And I know within my group of friends, and when you meet new people and sort of you get into a conversation about how old you are when you're talking about children and families, etc., and what you do. And very often I've heard these days is, oh my goodness, you don't look that old.
Exactly.
So I think women, in terms of women, are great for boosting confidence.
Yes.
And developing that idea that actually, as you're getting older, you do and you can still look really good.
And I think, if we look at our workplace, so we've got a few colleagues, when you find out how old they are, I nearly fell off my chair. They're beautiful.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you kind of, I'm like, what's your secret? But I think you can do that. I think you can, as women, we can empower other women. I think that's something that's really important, isn't it?
Definitely. And I think it's really important that because of social media and because of the negativity that comes with it, it's really important within your groups of friends, within work, with people that you meet. It's really important, I feel, to be positive.
Yes.
Because it helps everyone's sense of well-being, their confidence. And why would you want to run someone else down? What are you getting from that?
Exactly. Joe, I was just thinking while you were talking there, so about all of the stuff that is out there in terms of anti-wrinkle, anti-aging thing. It's all
negative, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's all thrown at women.
Yes.
You don't see many anti-wrinkle
not many men advertised for, not many products advertised for
men to stop them wrinkling.
Yes.
So it's like,
but the products are available now. They're there.
They are there, but you don't. You walk into like Superdrug or something, and there's shelves, isn't there, of moisturiser, anti-wrinkle, blah blah blah. You go around the other side where the men's deodorant is, and that's basically what it is. The men's deodorant.
That's it. You might get one little bit about men's products.
Is generally society saying, women, get all this on your face and you look younger. Men, you don't have to.
You could or you couldn't.
You could get away with it.
Yeah, it's very much a personal choice.
So let's conclude, Sue. What are we saying here?
I think we're saying that society and the media portray men and women very differently in terms of ageing.
Yes.
And women are very much talked about getting old and wrinkly, and we talked about spinsters as well. You know, that's old term that comes in, where men are, you know, distinguished, and, you know, they're aging with their salt and pepper hair, and it's a positive thing.
And I think we're also saying that all this is fine, isn't it? If you want to look younger than you are, that's fine, but maybe do it for the right reasons. Don't do it because you feel like you have to, because you're pressured.
Exactly. Like we were saying earlier, you do it for you because that's what you want. You're not doing it for your partner, your husband.
It's your choice, isn't it? You're doing it because this is how you want to look.
Yeah.
So we've covered a lot in this show today, haven't we?
Been really
we've
busy
talked about amputees. Just a reminder, if you need support, you can go to the Steel Bones website. We've talked to George about running the Great Eastern, and we've just ranted about beauty and ageing.